أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب زدني علما رب زدني علما رب زدني علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم إني أسألك علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. Okay, so last week we'll do a quick review what we have done last week, inshallah. So we started Surah Abbas last week. And first we studied the story of Abdullah ibn Maktoum. Okay, he was a blind companion of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He visited Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was busy at that time teaching other non-Muslims, and he just turned away and frowned and just overlooked the blind man, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala just warned Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that if the one who has fear in the heart, if that person is coming to you and you are ignoring that person, and the one you still don't know that they will accept Islam or they will listen they will come towards Islam, you are just spending time on those people. So the lesson of this ayats are for us that if you are helping someone either in the Quran, either in the translation, either in the daily life or any other activity, and you are already committed with that person, so then do not share your time with others if that person, like that person will be always your priority, right? You should keep that person on priority, and you will later on you can attend other, but the same for your family, for your sibling. Nowadays what we are watching, people are giving importance to their friends more, the outsiders more. So we should always keep this in mind that family is the priority because you are living with them, okay, and your responsibility toward them are more, okay. So inshallah we should keep this in mind, and I don't know why we are going back and back. Okay, so that was the first thing, okay. This lesson we learned from this Surah Abbas first few ayats, and then inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first after this incident and this story, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained us about the Quran, the importance of Quran, that Quran is a very a very respectable, very purified, very honored book, and you should always Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only allows few special angels who are very very obedient, very very honorable, and they transfer the Quran from Lauh Mahfuz to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So we should also be very very careful when we are reading Quran, that we should perform wudu, we should not touch when we are not clean and pure, okay. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explained who are the people who are ungrateful, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told that what kind of, like, why the people are ungrateful, while if they ponder, if they think what I have created. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, after these after telling the importance of the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us three universal facts, and these universal facts help us. Like if you are sitting in the backyard, if you are sitting if you are going somewhere or and seeing some natural beauty, so inshallah always look into it, think about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, think about it, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created all those things. It's it didn't come into existence by their own, right? So first Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started, because to think, first you have to if you will think about yourself, then you can reach to think about universal thought, right? So first think about yourself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explaining in this ayah that how I created you with a dirty water, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only created, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make you in proportion, very proper form, with two eyes and two hands and two legs and a beautiful face. Allah, this is Allah's creation. What we learn in this, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is explaining the how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us, because as I said, at one place Shaitan was telling to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that I will misguide the human, and they will start, thinking that way, that I'm not looking nice. So I should put more and more makeup to look more nicer. And I should go for some kind of surgery to make my lips more better, my cheeks more better, or, my nose thin or thick, or, these kind of things. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, whatever proportion I have set for you, whatever skin color I have given to you, it's all given by me, and this is the best. Whatever you have is the best, because I gave this, I gave all this to you, right? So we should always be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that whatever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to us is the best. Okay, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling that you were in the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that I not only created your skin color, I not only set the proportion, but you were inside the tummy of your mom, and I make it easy to come out from that teeny tiny place. And how easily you came out from that place, and once you are out, and then you start fighting with your own mom and dad, right? And you become ungrateful to the Lord who give you life, right? So always keep in mind, this is a warning by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that don't ever think that you're not gonna die. If you are ungrateful to your mom, and your parents, and to me, being a Lord, that I created you, the mom make it easy. She bear all the process, keep you 9 months in your tummy, spend a very hard time, and then once you are out, and then when you grown up, and you start, you turn yourself away from your mom, dad, and of course Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So keep this in mind, that one day you're gonna die, and they will put you in the grave, okay? And then you will see the day of resurrection. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, as I said, like in, I guess, Surah Araf, it is written that this is a world. There is one more, uh, um, there is one more era which you will spend in the grave than hereafter, right? But before that, before coming to the world, there was one more, specific place where all the souls present, all souls are waiting for their turns to go in the world. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, before sending all the souls in the world, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked them, Allah to be rabbikum. Every single soul replied, Qalu bala. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked them, do you believe I am your Lord? And all the people said, Yes, O Allah, you are our Lord. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Okay, when you will go in this world, because this time you are soul, but I will put you in the mom's tummy, and then you will go out, right? You will see the world, but once you will see the world, keep remember me, don't forget. And they all said, Yes, O Allah, you are our Lord, we will keep remember the commands, we will keep remember the why we are there. And we have to gather more and more good deeds, and we will return back to you. So this is the ayah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminding that no, you have not done what I have commanded you. You are spending the life the way you want. You are not spending the life the way I ask you to spend. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again asking us to see the food you are eating, okay? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling few more things, few more universal facts as you have learned in Surah Naba as well. And time to time in different places of Quran you will learn these kind of things. Now understand one more thing here. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us about the universal fact? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us the universal fact because these are the surah which you are learning. These are the surah which revealed time when not so many people were Muslim. Okay, so these surahs are not having any kind of commands, any kind of rules defined by Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. But other than that, these surah are more toward one more explaining about oneness of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala because this is a very exciting time when Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam became a prophet and people are all around people are non-Muslim, few are turning towards Islam. So these are all Makki surah. Okay, these surah revealed in Makkah in a very early time. So their concept, their base was not very strong. So by telling them this universal fact, by telling them that Allah is one, Prophet Muhammad is, is Allah's Prophet, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala making their base strong, making their foundation strong, making their working on their faith rather than telling the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is one of the reasons why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the universal fact. So what you learn in this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala create water. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, split the earth and then you grow the grains inside it, and then these grains grow, and then grapes and clover plants and olive and date palms and garden, and so many different kind of trees grown up because of that water. Okay, so inshallah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking, see all these things. When you will see all these things, then inshallah you will come to the conclusion that this is all created by me. Okay, fruits and herbs, and the provision for you and for your cattle, like for the animals and for all the all the whatever you have learned about the fruits and vegetables and whatever things, this is for your provision, for your benefit. These things give you benefit, not only you but also your animals. Okay, so we covered all these things in our last class in detail. So that was a quick review. Now let's start with a new lesson. The last part is very, very important. This is again about the Qiyamah. What's gonna happen in Qiyamah? A little story. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is explaining to all of us. فَإِذَا جَاءَتِ الصَّاقَةُ Fa means then. إِذَا when. جَاءَت comes. فَإِذَا جَاءَت then there comes. صَاقَةُ defining cry. What is defining cry? We learned about it that when the trumpet will be blown, so the sound of the trumpet will be very, very, very scary, and the people will start crying. They're gonna die, right? So Allah Subhanahu wa Taala is telling us, "Faiza ja'atis saqa." Saqa means basically the qiyamah, but not exactly the day, the situation happening before qiyamah, like when the trumpet will be blown. So when there will be qiyamah, when the trumpet will be blown, okay, and the noise of the trumpet will be very crazy. What gonna happen? Yawm, day. Yafir, shall. Mar means a man. Yafiru shall flee. Maru, a man. The day shall a man flee min from Akhi. Akhi means brother. He is a pronoun his. Akhi, brother. He, pronoun his. Min Akhi, from his brother. Yauma, the day when the trumpet will be blown. Which day? When the trumpet will be blown. Yafiru, the Qiyamah will happen. And when the Qiyamah will happen, Yafirul mar'u, shall a man flee min akhi. What gonna happen? A person will be running away from his brother. In the dunya, in the world, if your brother will be in trouble, if your family member will be in trouble, and they call you, oh, I got an accident, I'm on this road. What you were gonna say? Okay, send me your current location. I'll be there in few minutes, right? This will be our reply. If we are in a different state, different country, different city, we will say, okay, just give me a time and I'll be there. Don't worry about it, right? Don't worry, I'm just gonna be there in very soon, right? And then we travel, we try to reach there, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us this is all in dunya. You know what's gonna happen in Qiyamah? When a brother will call his brother, they will flee, they will run away, they will not come closer, they will not gonna help. Wa ummihi, and from his mother. Wa abi, wa means and in Arabic, mom. He is a pronoun. Wa ummihi, mother, he pronoun, his, and his brother and his mother. A person will running away from his mother. A person will running away from his brother. A person will be running away from his father. I still remember the words of my teacher. One day she was giving a lecture, and she was telling that one day my father came from a masjid, and they in the masjid they were explaining these ayats. And when he came back home, he said, he was in fear. And my mom asked, why you are feeling so feared? And he said, in the masjid they were telling that brother will not gonna come for helping brother, and the kids will not gonna come to help parents, and parents will not gonna come to help the children. It's scary, it's very scary. So, and he was crying, he was saying this and he was crying, like he was feeling this ayah so much, that I will be alone that day, really really alone. Like over here in the world, we are living together, we are helping each other, we are, even though we have some kind of fight, but later on we fix it, and then again we cheer up, again we are together. But in Cameron, these kind of things not gonna happen. Nobody will help anyone. وَصَاحِبَتِهِ, wow means again and, sahiba means wife, the one who always with you. Okay, the partner who always stay with you. That is why wife is a wife. The relationship with is a wife and husband is something like they are always together. They share the room, they share the bed, they share the travel, they share each and everything of their life, right? They share each and everything, in their life, but at the day of Qiyamah, wife will be running away from the husband. Wabani, wow means and, bani means children, he means his and his children. So if you will connect, that will be the day when a man will be running away from his brother, a man will be running away from his mother, a man will be running away from his father, a man will be running away from his wife, a man will be running away from his children. This all interconnected. The same way, the children will running away from the man, the children will running away from wife, the mother, children will running away from father and mother. Everybody will be their own. It is called nafsa nafsi. In Arabic, the word is used nafsa nafsi, right? Sometimes we say, okay, you go your way and I will go my way, right? You go your own way and I'll go my way, right? Sometimes we say to the people, right? So in the same way, the family will not recognize each other. And if a husband will say to the wife, or if a father will say to the children, or the children will say to the parents, I just need your one good deed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, your one good deed is less to go in Jannah. So that's why they are throwing me in Jahannam. if you can borrow your one good deed, I could go in Jannah. And at that time, children and parents and brother and sister, what they will reply, they will say, no, 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 I'm not gonna share my one good deed with you, because I don't know if one the good deed which I share with you give me a hard time, and I make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make me stop going in Jannah, because I will be having one good deed to go in Jannah. So I'm not gonna share with you. This much scary the day is. And there did you see in this ayah that they are talking about the friends? The friend will be running away from the friend? No. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't give any importance to the friend. This is, the era in which we are living. It's closer to Qiyamah. That's why nowadays kids are giving importance to their friend more as compared to the family. But if you will notice, the Quran never ever talk about the friends. The Quran never ever talk about the friends. Some places you will see, don't make non-Muslims your closer friends. This kind of word you will see. But wherever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about the family, wherever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about the relationship, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never talk about the friends. There is no importance of friend in the life, right? And sometimes we ignore our parents because of friends. Sometimes we argue with our parents and our relationship, close relationship, because of our friends. So be very, very, very careful. These people will not gonna help you. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying the mom and dad and the real brother will not gonna help you cannot even imagine where your friend will be. So be very careful when you are planning your life. Be very careful when you are spending your life. Don't, you know, don't, follow the footstep of shaitan by following your friends. Okay. Mom and dad are the relationship. You have to answer in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you obey them or you didn't obey them, right? And then your brother, sister, and then your children and wife. These are the relationship, very, very, very important. Rest of the other relationship, they will drag you towards Jahannam if you will follow them. So inshallah, be very, very careful, okay? And these ayats are very, very, very scary. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us all the scenarios. Keep this in mind and do not follow the footstep of your friends by ignoring your parents, okay? Parents and brothers, sisters, children, and wife are very, very important. Uh, and they have rights over you and you have rights over them, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask, did you obey them or not? Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not talking about the fiance. Subhanahu wa ta'ala is not talking about the friends. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is only telling the important relationship, which is mother, sister, children, and wife, brother, sisters. Okay, likulli. Lam for kul means every. For every. Amri men. Min of whom pronoun them. Min whom of them. Yawma idin. Yawm means day. Yawma idin that day. Sha'nui will not enough concern. Yoghni. Ha is a pronoun him. Yoghni. Ghain, noon, ya ghani means when you are very careless. Like when you have enough money or enough something, then sometimes you never care about other people, right? So yughni is the same concept that will make him careless of others. Okay, that will be the day, as you have learned, that when it will be Safa, when it will be Qiyamah, the brother will not worry about the brother, mother and father will not worry about each other, and the kids, wife and children will not worry about the parents or anyone. For every man of them, that day will be enough concern, will make him careless. Like they will worry about their own deeds, what they have and where they are going. Either they are going in Jannah or they are going in Jahannam. So they will be worried about themselves. They will be careless from other outside world. Like they will be careless about other relationships. They will say, go to hell. I'm only worried about myself. Okay, just every single person go to hell. It is written that as I said, wife will ask for the good deeds from husband to if you can give me few of your good deeds or one of your good deeds. They will reply no. If children will go to parents, they will say no. If parents will come to children, they will say no. So this is a very, very, very dangerous and very scary and very alarming sign for all of us. Sometimes we hear every single person has to go in their own grave, right? And we all know. But at the day of Qiyamah, the same thing happened. It will be nafsa nafsi. Every single person will be careless and every single person will be enough concern about themselves. They will not be worried about anyone else. Okay, so this is very alarming. This is the time, whatever we will gather for ourselves, we're gonna help. Okay, other than that, nothing gonna help to the people. Okay, so inshallah, earn more and more good deeds. Every single day is important. Okay, every single day is important. Taqwa. Taqwa means, the fear of God and the love of God in your heart. Okay, it should be this mind that you can stay away from sin. You can do more and more good deeds, and don't blindly follow your friends. Don't blindly follow the other relationship who ask you to do the bad things, because you will be at loss of the day of Qiyamah. Wujuhi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is explaining in the end of the surah few more important things about the day of Qiyamah. Wujuh means face. Okay, wujuh means face. Some faces. Yawma is in, again, Yawm means day. Yawma is in that day. Musfira. Musfira means bright. They will be very happy because they earn good deeds. They do not waste their time. They stay away from the sin whenever Shaitan distracted them. They knew this is Shaitan trick, and if sometime they did any kind of mistake, they sorry to the people, they sorry to God, and those faces will be very, very bright and very, 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 very bright. Okay, it will be, the faces will be shine like a moon. Okay, wahika. Wahika means zahak means laugh. Okay, zahikatun laughing. Those faces, few faces, some faces will be very bright, they will be laughing, mustabshira, rejoicing at good news, because they will get this good news, you are going in Jannah. And they will be very, very, very happy. It's written in some places that they will be this much happy that when they will get their book of deeds, when they will get their result in their right hand, the people will get their results in the if they are going in Jannah, they will get their results in their right hand, and if they are going in Jahannam, they will get their results in their left hand. So the people who will get the report card in their right hand, they will be rejoicing, they will be laughing, they will be feeling, their faces will be so bright because of happiness, and they will be showing their family members, oh, see my report card, like, okay, I passed, I'm going in. How, when you earn good grades and you are going to university, like, you celebrate, you do a graduation party and you celebrate, right? In the same way in Jannah, they will be celebrating, they will be rejoicing, they will be laughing, their faces will be bright and happy, and they will be celebrating because they were going in Jannah. But on the other side, but on the other hand, the people who enjoy their life in this dunya, they never care about the parents, they care about the friends, they care about the relationship. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said they have no importance unless you have a pure and clean relationship with them, right? But wujuhu, wow, is over here, and wujuh, the same thing over here, faces, and other faces, yawma is in that day, ala, on, ha, them. عليها, on them. غبرة, dust. You know, some faces will be very, very bright and happy, and other faces will be dusty. Other faces will be, you know, sad, having dust on them. Why? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave the report card in the left hand, and they were hiding their left hand behind their back, and they don't want to show to anyone. Think for a second about all those movements. Their entire whole world is standing. Like in the graduation party, there are only few university students and the parents and the family members are there, and how much excited you are to announce your name on the stage. And you go and you receive, and then you walk in the aisle, right? So think about it for a second, that at the day of Qiyamah, so many, entire whole world will be there, not only your university or college or high school, you know student and teachers, the entire whole world, including the angels, including the jinns, including the people from Hazrat Adam alayhi salam to the end of the world. Every single person will be there. In front of every single person, you are awarded that you are going in Jannah. You are awarded, you are listening that you are gonna go in Jahannam, and you are getting your report card in your left hand. So of course, what you gonna do? Your face will be sad. You will be having dust on your face, and you will be hiding your report card towards your back because you don't want to show anyone. ترهقها Tarhaqu will cover ha them qatar, darkness. And they will feel like sometime when you hear a very, very, very bad news. Very, very bad news. And you know why it will be a bad news? Because sometimes, even though Muslims, they are doing bad things, and they think that no, 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 Allah is so merciful, Allah will forgive me, Allah will not a question answer. If He will, that will be very easy, and you know he will forgive me and I will go in Jannah. So they will be spending life in these kind of thoughts. Islam is not very hard. Islam is not, it's easy. I can pass the test. So what's gonna happen? We'll cover them in darkness. Like when you hear a very, very bad news, so sometime everything in front of your eyes will be feeling so dark, right? So dark. If suddenly someone hear the news, the parents passed away. If you hear the news, you know the friend lost his life. So if these kind of news you hear, you sit down for a second, and if you feel that, oh, I'm alone, I'm in dark, right? So these kind of feeling the person will be having, because now he has no option other than going in Jahannam. وجوه يومئذ عليها غبرة, and other faces that day on them will be dust, and ترهقها, and will cover them darkness. قطرة, darkness. أولئك, those. Whom, again pronoun they, al-kafaratu, will be the disbelievers. Kafara, kafir, kafara, disbelievers. Okay, al-kafaratu will be disbelievers, al-fajara, and evildoers. Okay, and who will be facing these two things? Whose face will be dusted? Whose face will be in darkness? The disbelievers and the evildoers. And disbelievers not only means that non-Muslims, Jews, Christians, and the idol worshippers. Not only those, including Muslims as well, who are who behave like a believer, but they are not ready to follow the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are not ready to follow the footstep of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Evildoers included those other than the non-Muslims. They included those who are Muslim, but they follow the evil path. They follow the route, they follow the footstep of shaitan. They follow the footstep of their friend, who are, because This is a common phenomena. Like when you are going to school, you are in a phase that, oh, everyone is doing this, I will do the same. Well, I'll go up opposite. Like your faith is start shaking at that time because you want to do what others are doing. I'm a Muslim, I'm different from them, even though an other Muslim is standing in front of me and they are not a true follower of Islam. Why should I follow them? I am different. I have learned all these things, that what Islam teaches us, what is the real Islam teaches us. So if you know it, but you follow your friend's footsteps, and your friends are following shaitan footsteps, of course you are evildoer. Okay, so you should be very, very, very careful. The endings ayats are very scary, and which explaining about the qiyamah. So inshallah we'll do a few ayats of Surah Takweer as well. Okay, few ayats of Surah Takweer as well. Surah Takweer again is explaining about the scenario of Qiyamah. This was the conversation that in Surah Abbas last part, you learn what gonna happen when the trumpet will be blown, and how the people will be, how the relationship will be behaving each other, right? Over here you are learning all those universal fact, how the world will be going to end. Okay, give me a second. Oh, okay, so Surah Takweer. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, most gracious, the most merciful. This surah has, not so many things to explain, but the universal fact. And when we learn about the universal fact, the reason of, learning the universal fact, or, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the universal fact, because we are reading this Quran to build a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is not for information. Sometimes people say, oh, I knew it, I know it. If you know it, why you are not leaving sin? Why you are not following the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Why you are not? You should ask this question from yourself as well. Like, if I know about Allah, if I have knowledge, then why I'm not leaving sins? Why I'm not staying away from guna? Why I am not following the footstep of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? What make me stop? Right? The connection is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is actually weaker. That's why when you are sitting alone, your loneliness is not very pure and clean. You feel like, okay, nobody's watching me. Okay, I can do this and I can do that. And sometimes people are more stubborn and they say, oh, if anyone is watching, who cares? Let them watch, right? So so we should ask this question every single day from ourselves. If we know Allah is there, if we know Qiyamah is gonna come, why I am not feeling scared, and why I am not afraid doing the sin? Why what make me hard to stay away from sin? What make me hard to follow the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to follow the full step of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? The answer is your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is very, very weaker, and which is not allowing you to follow the footstep of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, follow the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this Quran is the source to build a connection, strong connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a strong feeling for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you will learn this Quran for knowledge, it will only give you knowledge. Yes, I understand this ayah, I know what this ayah is talking about, I know I have information, I can explain other person. But for building a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you should make dua that, oh Allah, give a good, you know, make the Quran the source to build a connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What kind of connection? The connection which make me stop doing sins. The connection which give me courage to follow the footstep of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The connection to, you know, a connection which give me courage to follow the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To love of Allah in my heart this much, that I feel no fear about friends. I feel no fear about the peer pressure. I feel nothing when I think about you. That is why Allah Subhanahu wa Taala talks about Qiyamah and what gonna happen and what are the incident gonna happen in Qiyamah to make your belief stronger and stronger. Okay, this is the reason Allah Subhanahu wa Taala in Makki Surah explaining these things to make your belief stronger. So this is not only for the people of Makkah who were reading Quran with Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and making their belief stronger. This is for all of us. If you will if you will listen deeply and if you will feel it, then your connection with Allah will be strong, your faith will be strong, and then it will be easy when you go on command. The ayats which are explaining command, it will be easy to absorb. Okay, so inshallah, if you are reading it, just don't feel that I know it, I have knowledge, I knew, it is very similar to the previous ayah. Allah is repeating, I already knew this story. No, 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 this is not a story. This is a living live Quran for all of us. The thing, every single ayah is for us. Feel it. It's for me. It's for me, and I should feel a shake that okay, I am somewhere wrong and I should correct myself. I should build a strong connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah. So let's start with Surah Takweer. Ida, when, Ashams. Shams means sun. You have read this word in Surah Naba as well. Shams. Shams means sun. Kuvirat shall be wound round. When you make something round and round and round and you wrap something, okay, like you have a poster, and when you wrap the poster, when you fold the poster, when you don't want to display and you fold it, this way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the day of Qiyamah will will be make round and round the sun, like sun will be removed, you can say. Sun will be gone and Allah will make it round, like it's on the sky, right? The sun is on the sky. Allah will make everything round and round and round, and Allah will make it finish. Okay. Wow. And ida, when, and nujum, it's nujum is a plural, the singular is najam, noon jim mim. Najam means star, nujum stars. Kadarat. Kadarat means shall fall. At the day of Qiyamah, when the trumpet will be blown, what gonna happen? Allah will remove the sun from the sky. All the stars will be falling. All the stars will be falling. Okay, will shall fall. And wa idal jibalu, and when Al Jibal, you have learned this word in Surah Naba as well. Jibal means mountain. Sujiran. Maybe you have learned this word in Urdu. Sair. Sin ya ra. Sair. Okay, I'm going for sair. I'm going for walking out, right? So Sujirat means moved away. That will be the day. Not only sun will be removed, not only stars will shall fall down, fall, but also the mountain shall be moved away. Okay. Wa ida, wow, and ida, when. Al-isharu, al-isharu, ishar means the pregnant she camel. Okay. So why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about the pregnant she camel? Because the pregnant she camel is very, very, very important for Arabs. Okay, because when it's time she is giving birth, they do care for the she camel at that time so much, like they stop doing other works and they're all concentration toward the pregnant she camel. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying at the day of Qiyamah, nobody will be caring about because the she camel is very important if the camel is pregnant, right? But even though they will be neglected, like they will not giving any attention towards that camel, because as we have learned in Surah Abbas last part, it will be nafsa nafsi. Everybody will be thinking about their own self. Of course, if you stand in your backyard or in your balcony and see toward the sky and feel it, one day there will be no stars, no sun, nothing, like the sky will be gone, right? So of course at that time, will you be worried about the animals? Will you be worried about your favorite pet or anything? No, you will not care about anything. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring al-ishar, the pregnant she camel, is actually very important for Arabs at that time. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is referring, give a reference of that she camel, that she camel when she's pregnant, it's very important for you. But even she was very important before, by the day of Qiyamah, before at that time when everything will be going away, shall be neglected. Nobody will be care about that pregnant she camel. Wa idha, and wow means and, ida when, al wuhush, wuhush mean wild animals, wild beasts. Hushirat shall be gathered together. Okay, shall be gathered together. All the wild animal, like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will gather all the jinns together, all the shaitan together, all the humans together. In the same way, all the wild beasts together. وَإِذَا, and when, al-bihar, bihar means sea, okay, sujjirat, shall be made to overflow. So you know what actually gonna happen? Let's go back and I'll explain you about this ayah. Idha shamsu kubirat, when sun will be, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will fold, subhanahu wa ta'ala will make it round, and when stars will fall, and when the mountains will start moving away. So actually what gonna happen, all these things will go in the sea, okay, will fell down in the sea. And when all the things will be fell down in the sea will be overflow, okay. And when sea will be overflow, and of course with a very, you know sun is a hottest thing, okay. And when it will it will go inside the sea, so there will be a big blast, and then it will be a big fire. And it's written, when it will be a big fire, then Jahannam is already in the bottom of the earth. It's already in the bottom of the earth. When you will go on Surah Mutaffifin, you will learn that Jahannam is already in the bottom of the earth. So when the sea will be overflow because of this sun, because of this hottest sun and all the stars and all the mountains, so it will be a big blast and big fire. And when this big fire will be bigger and bigger, because the Jahannam, which is already in the bottom of the earth, it will come out at that time. Okay, understand? Wa ida, and ida when, nufus, the souls, Zuwijat, shall be joined. When you will be in the grave, your body will be here, but you will learn in Surah Mutaffifin, when you die, Allah, angels take you have learned in Surah Nazia that angel comes and angels to take your souls out from your body. So angel will take the soul up in the sky. If it's a good soul, they will keep there up in the sky in Elysian. And if it's a bad soul, they will take inside the earth, and they will keep a place Elysian. You have learned this already, right? In Surah Naziyat. Now, soul is at different place and body is in grave, right? So when body will come out from the grave, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that the day of Qiyamah, I will join both things together again. Wow means and, ida when, nufus means souls, zuwijat means shall be joined. Okay? At the day of Qiyamah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will join the soul with the body. Okay? Wow and, ida when. Mau'udatu, you have learned this in Sira book, that they buried the daughters alive. When the girl born, they buried alive. You have learned this so many times, right? Remember? Look, this is the ayah which is explaining about this. Al-Maw'idatu, the female infant, buried alive. Al-Maw'udatu means the female infant buried alive. Su'ilat shall be questioned. What kind of question they will ask at that day? Bi for what? Zamb, sin. Qutilat, was she killed? Because an infant cannot speak, an infant cannot talk, and their own parents buried them. So there is no one who can give them justice, right? Because their own parents buried them. Nobody knows. Sometimes they hide from the family member that they are the girl born and they are going to bury, right? So Allah will be the wakil. Allah will be the Allah will do the justice at the day of Qiyamah. Allah will not leave a very small thing. Even the people don't know about that sin. People don't know about that guna. But Allah knows, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask with the girl, with the infant, why, like Allah will be asking question. For what? What was the reason? Why they buried you? Why they killed you? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks. And why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask? Because parents bury them, right? So nobody is asking any kind of justice for them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling all of us that that was dunya, right? That was world. Nobody was asking any kind of questions, but I am the Lord. I will ask that question at the day of Qiyamah with the girl who was who was buried. That why, for what reason they bury you? Because when she will answer that I was a girl, that's why they bury me. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong, but they bury me just because I was a female. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can, do the justice with the parents for doing that bad things. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is highlighting that I will ask questions from every single female who got buried and was killed by their parents. Okay. Wow. And either when suhufu, the written pages, nushirat, shall be laid open. Okay. Nushirat means that will be the day when whatever is written, whatever is in your good book of deeds will be opened in front of everyone. Okay. So inshallah, if this is connected, inshallah, we can read. Okay, three more ayah, okay? Wow, and Iza, when As-samau, the heaven, kushitat, shall be stripped off. So of course, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will wind up the sun, in the same way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will wind up the sky, okay, the heaven. It will all go away. Wow, and Iza, when Jahim, hellfire, su'irat, shall be set ablaze. And the the day, as I said, when everything will fell down in the sea, so then it will be a blazer, it will be a blast, okay? And the Jahannam, which is already inside the earth, will come out, okay? So that will be the day when the hellfire shall be set ablaze. وَإِذَا الْجَنَّةُ أُزْلِفَتْ, wow means and, idha means when, al jannatu, jannat, paradise, uzlifat, shall be brought near. And that will be the day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will open the Jannah. The Jannah will be in front of every single eye. Because nowadays, when we are alive, when we are in this world, we cannot see the Jannah, right? We all know that we cannot see the Jannah. But at the day of Qiyamah, well, when the sun will be gone, when the stars will be gone, mountains will be gone, every single thing will go in the sea and it will be a blast and the fire and Jahannam will come out at the same time. Jannah will also come out. And at that day, you can see Jahannam with a blazing fire and the Jannah at the same time. You can see because Allah will give the ability to the eyes that day and you can see the Jannah and Jahannam. Alimat, every person, alimat will know, nafs, every person, every soul. Alimat nafsun, every person will know ma ahdarat. Ma means what? Ahdarat means he has bought a good and evil. That will be the day, that will be the day when every single person will come to know what they have sent. Either they have gathered more good things or evil things. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is basically, giving the entire whole scenario about the Qiyamah, and then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that day basically you will see Jannah and Jahannam. Nowadays you cannot see Jannah and Jahannam, so you are thinking, I don't know it's gonna happen or not. I don't know it will come. It will come. We can see that or no. But that day, you can. Every single person will come to know what goods they have done, what bad they have done, and where they are going. Okay, so inshallah, we will keep this ayah till here, till ayat number 14, and we will continue inshallah next week. But if anyone has any questions, first I will take the questions, and then inshallah we can okay, okay. No, Mahween already informed me that she will leave early. Sorry, I didn't check her message before. Yes, do you have any questions? These ayahs are very, very easy, but don't ever think that I have to only, I have to get only knowledge about these ayah. No, this is not, this is not the purpose. Okay, you should feel it. You should make a scenario, make a, like, close your eyes and feel it, like how scary the day will be and how much preparation we should, uh, we should, do for to prepare ourselves for that day. If it's a birthday, if it's a shadi, if it's any other event, how much preparation we do. But for Kayama, we are not preparing ourselves, okay? Which is very, very, very important. So this is the important thing. And Alhamdulillah, you guys are very, very blessed that Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you to understand the transition and to understand what's gonna happen when the life will be finished. So inshallah, start taking it little serious and enjoy your life, but at the same time plan accordingly. Like stay away from sin. Follow your, mom and dad and listen their nasihat, listen their advice. If they are asking to stop from something, listen it. If they want to, if they are allowing to do something, then follow it, because every single soul has to go in grave. Every single soul has to fall, face this, this kayama, and then it will be very hard if you will not prepare earlier. Okay, so this is a time we are alive. We don't know when it's time to return to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are so many diseases outside, there are accidents, there are different kind of thing. Nobody knows that how long we will be in this dunya and how long we are with our parents. Okay, so if the parents are unhappy, if you have more bad deeds in your hand, rather than you make yourself worry about doing good deeds, and your friends are on different track and you are following them, and you are arguing with your parents that okay, they are doing what they are doing, we will follow them, we will not follow you, this all another direction. You are going in another direction. Alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah. Quran always warn you. Quran always bring you toward the center, toward the right path, to tell you that this is right, this is wrong. Feel it, and make your direction correct before it's too late. Okay, so inshallah, may Allah guide all of us, and make Allah make our hearts soften, that we can understand all these things and we can absorb all these things, and inshallah we can follow the path which is right, inshallah. Yes, Farah, you have question?
Yes, it's about like a specific ayah. It's
Okay, okay.
Surah. It was
let me
like I think it was, yeah, I
let
can
me
share.
share
It
the screen.
was the
Okay,
last part of Surah Abasa.
Surah Abbas last part. Okay, let me go up.
Yes, it was an ayah. I was just confused about. a word if it was like a pronoun or not. Um, it
Mm,
is.
this is Surah Abbas. Okay, you are saying the last part, right?
Yeah, the last part.
Mm,
Oh wait, it's there.
one,
It's not. It's like up the page before this one.
this one.
Yes, Aya, what is that? 33? No, 34. Yawma yafirru al-mar'u min akhi.
Yes.
For the middle part of that, yafirru al-mar'u, is a man a word or is it a pronoun with the u?
No, no, no. Man is a noun, not a
It's
pronoun.
a
Pronoun
noun,
is
right?
who and he, okay? Huma, whom. These are the pronouns. Okay, so inshallah, I will
Okay.
provide you the list of pronouns, inshallah, in next class. So inshallah, we'll focus because we were a little behind, so I wanted to do a little more today. So inshallah, next week we will spend a little time to do the pronouns and different, different kind of list. So we can do both things inshallah side by side. Okay. So merv is basically
Okay.
a man. It's a common noun. Okay, not a proper noun, but a common noun. Okay, or any kind of man. Okay.
Okay, Jazakallah.
Okay. Anyone else? Any question? No? Okay, inshallah. Then I can read dua first, and then inshallah we will distribute the ayah so you guys can write. And Farah, if you are not writing, you can take someone so you can explain, and that person can write in your place. Okay.
Okay.
So okay, so 1 minute. Hmm. So we have to write from this ayah, okay, from ayah number 33. So ayah 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, and 42. It's all connected because it's all explaining about the Qiyamah, okay? So who wants to write about this? Hmm? Okay. So Ushba and Afan, you are writing about these ayats, okay? Okay.
Okay.
Shall I start writing about these ayats and let's go on Surah Shams, Surah Takweer, sorry. So Surah Takweer. Mm, Arush and Armam, Arush and Armam, are you there? Who is with the name L? Can you please fix your name? Lamiz, is it you?
No, where? Original mom.
No, who is this L? I
I'm.
can see one name with L.
It's not us.
No, I know it's not you. I think Lamiz. Lamiz, is it you? I don't know who is with the name L. Okay, Arush and Armab, can you start writing from, Surah Takweer? Ayat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, it's all connected. So I think Kamil and Arush and Armab, you start together. You write together. Kamil, are you there?
Sorry, what you say?
Because it's all interconnected, okay? So Surah Takweer all together, like start writing you three together, Arush, Armab, and Kamil, okay,
Okay.
together. Zara, Zara, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, Zara, which ayah you want to write? The ayah which you feel like, okay, I'll listen this very carefully. You can choose that ayah.
Okay. I think I'll Which ones are free?
You can pick anyone. Then you can write inside, okay? So I'll making a group today because it's all interconnected. So it's hard to divide the ayah between you all. Yes, Aru Sharma, you have any questions? Okay, so, Zara, you can discuss with Farah, so Farah can help you. So you can type and Farah can help you to explain.
Yeah.
And Farah, if you are not writing, what I can do, like you can just look all of them, that if they are missing any point, you can help them, okay, to add this point, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So Aru, Sharmab and Kano, you are in one group, okay? And Ushba and Afan, you are writing together. Who is this L? If you can explain. Shamil, are you there? Shamil?
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm here.
Okay, so which
what are
ayah
you
you
talking
want you want to write? Like any ayah which you feel like I listen this carefully.
I don't know. I can do any.
You can do any?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay. So I can put you, Afan, and Ushba in one group. So you three can write together. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So they are doing the last part of Surah Abbas. Okay? And Farah, you are looking all of them. Okay? If you feel any point missing, just say it and they can type it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, inshallah. And Arush, Armab, and Kamil, you are in one group and you are writing about Surah Takweer. Okay, inshallah. That is easy, but write all the points, inshallah. Arush and Armab, yes, you have anything to say?
Auntie, can you send a link for the documents?
Oh, Farah, can you please share the link? And before start writing, let's read the dua. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi.
Subhanallah wa bihamdihi.
Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika.
Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika.
Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما
نستغفرك
يصفون.
ونتوب إليك.
سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون. وسلام على
سبحان ربك
المرسلين والحمد لله
رب
رب
العزة عما
العالمين.
يصفون.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
السلام عليكم.
Okay, so Farah, I'm
Walaikum
giving
assalam.
the
Wabarakatuh.
laptop to Ushba. Farah, you can share your screen so you can scroll and you can check what they are writing. Okay. And I am giving the
Okay.
and I am giving the laptop to Ushba because she can write. Okay. So you
Yeah,
can
okay.
share your screen and then inshallah just make sure that everyone is writing all the points. If you feel anything missing, just tell them. Okay, Ushba, you can write.
Okay.
Okay, so Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh from my side.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allah Hafiz.
Nafi.
Sorry, Rishma, I'm